Hello my dear 4000 subscribers, this is the special video for me. As I reach 4000 subscribers, I'm going to create a poster on this video and I will go review step by step in section how to make this poster. So first I'm going to create this FSD canvas, and for the background I'm going to use some peach color, and in the new layer I'm going to create the text. So just create the new layer and click the text and start typing. So here I'm going to type 4000 and I'm going to change the font using this font option, also increasing the size like this so that it covers the entire canvas. Also changing color, and I just kept the stroke size to 0 because I don't need that border like thing. So also I want more spacing between each letter. So in the spacing I'm just increasing the letter spacing like this, because I'm going to create some 3D look. For that look I need a space between each text, each letter, so I just use so much space. And again I'm going to create another text box and I'm going to type subscribers like this. I just reduce the size. Also I feel like should keep it here, and spacing is more. I don't want more spacing for this because I'm going to create a less 3D depth for this text, so I'm just keeping reducing the spacing between the text and adjusting the size like this. Yes, also changing the font. I'll give the font details in the above space, so you can use that font if you want. Now it's ready. Now what I'm going to do is just click on the filter. Here it comes like this. Click OK, yes, and go to style. In that, go to bevel inner, or this one bevel inner. Once you click on that, increase the height like this to 100% or how much you want to create that 3D look, metallic look. This I like this filter a lot because it gives us so much metallic look. Also change the highlight color if you want. Here I want something like orangish, yellowish, something kind of that color, so I just get it orange color. Then you can try with leaves, but I tried like this. I didn't want too much effect for this filter, so I just kept the height like this, flatness like this. Trying out this, if you want you can try, otherwise you can leave it. Also try changing the light position by moving that small black color dot that is visible on the screen. Then if you don't want, just leave this process, it doesn't create so much difference. Then go to the exclude parallel like this. If you increase the depth, it's going to give more lengthy 3D look. I feel like I just want to move to the new layer because I want to create more 3D depth to the 4000 and less 3D depth to the subscribers. So I just using laser tool, I just move to new layer. Now I'm just choosing the color of that depth like this. So I'm going to keep this entirely like a golden color look. So I'm just using yellow, orange, most of the time, and a little bit of brownish shade that we get usually when you use these 3D options. So you don't have to specially apply that brown shade anywhere. again using the same exclude parallel filter, I just reduce the depth, also changing the color a little bit to a darker shade of the orange. Before I use some lighter shade. Now it's look perfect. So if you want to add some drop shadow to create the shadow effect, you can apply like this. Just click on the drop shadow and adjust the radius. If you increase the radius, it's going to look more blurry. And then change the color of the shadow. Here my background is like peach color, so I'm going to keep something like saturated pinkish kind of shade. So I'm not going to use black color. If I use black color for the shadow, it won't look that appealing. So I'm using something related to that peach color. If you want to change, you can change the color like this. Now I'm going to apply the same thing. Just click on the drop filter. Already we have applied all the settings. Like just clicking on that, you can apply the entire details same as before. Now in a new layer, I'm going to add the text thank you, and at the bottom I'm going to use the Android artist. So thank you at the top. Again, the font details will be even at the top of the video. Please check it. So except that 4,000 subscribers, I just going to keep everything in the pinkish shade. And if I'm not good in making this design, just for me, because I'm not an expert in this, but I know the techniques how to make such a 3D look, but I'm not expert in making such posters. So basically I'm more on art and less on text. So I just made a few posters, so it's totally a new topic for me, but still to create thank you notes for you, I'm just creating this video. So now I just created a new layer below above the background color, and I'm going to create some 3D look, like a fold a cloth or something shiny satin cloth which have some foldings here and there. To create such a look, using airbrush triangle and adding shade like this, I'm using the same peach color, also a little bit of darker shade of that, and shading like this. Just keep the blending mode of that layer as linear burn and create a new layer with add blending mode and apply the same color. You will get that glowy look. Or if you want make more 3D glowy look, you can go for something like beige color or white color, whatever the color may be. Just keep the brush opacity as possible, especially when you are working with white color. Always keep the opacity low as much as possible. Now it's good enough. We got a little bit of 3D look here. Now I'm going to apply some paper texture. Just go to material pattern gray. I'm using this wrinkle paper, just increasing the size and changing the blending mode of the layer and checking out which will suit better. So hard light is good, and just changing and looking where it looks better. Like sometimes the placement of the layer make a big difference. So if it is bottom, it gives some other look. If it is at the top, it will give some other look. So also play with the layers, position of the layers. It is very important when it comes to digital art. So I just created a new layer above all this, and here you can see I'm just adding some darker shades at the corners. So I'm using the mirror ruler because I can simply shade at one side and you'll get that same reflected on the another side. Now switch off this mirror ruler. Now it's perfect. I want to create some white border now. So then go to transform tool, click on the canvas and reduce the zoom size. So when you click on the canvas, the zoom option will be applied to the entire canvas. So if you want to create a border at 1 second, just use this technique. So now again I'm searching for some texture to apply. So I feel like something is missing. So again I'm going to the material pattern, not gray. Now I'm using color material pattern. So I'm using this pattern, it's loading. So this kind of snake scale like texture. Again we're going to play with the blending mode. So if you want something lighter, go to the lighten blend modes. So you can try screen, color dodge. So if you are choosing color dodge, it will look like this. Then also you can try overlays, add blending mode. So like this. Okay, here I'm going with the color dodge and also looking where it looks better just by changing the position of the layer. Again moving back to the screen blending mode. Okay, this look good. Now change the position again and look out where it looks better till you feel satisfied. Okay, now it's okay. I'm going to save this as PNG, and this is the waiting for you, my 4,000 subscribers. Keep watching, keep supporting, and subscribe to my channel.